Hey you guys, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you are here and that you are watching tonight. You guys, I am sorry for being just a little bit late tonight. The funniest thing happened. I was trying to set up my camera and it would not focus, and I could not figure out why everything just looked so blurry. And I finally figured it out, you guys. It was Willow's fault. It was my dog's fault. One of her hairs was stuck to the camera on my phone, and my phone was focusing on the dog hair that was stuck to my camera. So I finally got to figure it out so that you guys aren't just staring at a dog hair all night long tonight. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's just going to tell you how it's going to get started today, right? Okay, so if you're new to my page, I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. If you see a red live button right up here, you are watching me live right now. And I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in that keyword, you're going to get a list of supplies for all the things that I'm using tonight on this project, okay? Oh, I just realized I forgot something already. So the keyword for tonight is welcome. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Welcome is the keyword for tonight. You guys type that right in there. Hello to all my friends. I missed you guys. It has been a weekend, y'all. It's been a long weekend, but a fantastic weekend. This mom got out of the house. I spent a whole day yesterday with my aunt. We had a fantastic time together shopping. And I found napkins, you guys. Boy, oh boy, did I find some napkins. So that's what I've been doing all day long, creating bundles for you guys. I have 85 done already. And more cardboard coming tomorrow to make even more. So let me go ahead and say hello to all my friends. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Dana. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Mary. Hi, Lisa Marie. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Carol. Hi, Denise. Hello, Leanne and Jackie. Hi, Brenda. Hello, Pam. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Tony. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Come on in. Join me. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. All right. So, you guys, this is the last day of our Black Friday week 3 sales that are going on. And this is, like I said, your last chance to get them. Hi, Elizabeth. And so we're going to do another transfer today with the one that is free. I'm sorry, another project today with the one that's free with purchase when you make a $50 order on the site. This right here, this goes away tomorrow. So if you haven't gotten this yet, you're going to want to make a $50 purchase, and this is going to be absolutely free for you, okay? But I got looking at that and I thought to myself, you know what? That's going to be perfect with the Club Couture transfer for this month. So if you've yet to see it, Club Couture is an amazing program that we have where you can get an exclusive transfer mailed right to your house every single month, okay? These are only available to Club Couture subscribers, and it comes with a complete kit. Now, I have my kits over there behind me. I don't want to do that whole hold please thing already to you guys. So this is the transfer that it comes with. You're also going to get 3 paste packets with this black velvet bright white and our color of the month that is no longer available. Oh yeah, I love it. You guys are already getting your stuff. And you're also going to get this adorable frame. This is what we made with ours this month, and it turned out so stinking cute. And I just realized I have a name on here. Somebody already claimed this one, and I got to get this sent out. So I will do that as soon as the month is over, and I won't have it up here anymore to show. So you guys, we're going to combine those two today and make something absolutely gorgeous. Hello, everybody. If you're quiet, it's because you're sick. Oh, no, Tracy, feel better. Hi, Denise. Hi, Tanya. All right, so you guys, let's go ahead and grab this out. This is the tag that we're going to use tonight. It's called our Simple Tag. These right here, retail value is only $5, which makes these a really, really, really inexpensive surface that you can go ahead and get your hands on. And you can do so many things with these. I got this color sweatshirt on Amazon. Amazon, Brenda. I had to order this color. And I ordered it last year, I think is when it was. Hi, Carrie. All right, you guys know me. I like to always start with my my ribbon color that I'm going to use for this. And I'm going to mix my paints to try to match my ribbon. That's how I go about it, because you're going to have a hard time finding a ribbon in your stash that matches your paint exactly, you're better off mixing your paints to match your ribbon. That's just how it goes, okay? So this is the ribbon that I found right here. It's gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I just love this one right here. It's from Sam's Club. I think some of you guys have gotten this one in your bundles before that have come from me. And so we're going to go ahead with Waverly tonight. We're going to try to mix up a color that's as close to this as we can possibly get, okay? We'll see what we can get from that. Hard to type, no craft. Ooh, for a bit. Ah! 3 tendons and muscle repair. Oh my gosh, Linda. Oh my goodness, girl. Hi, BMI Ruth. Hello, everybody. It's a very pretty ribbon. That's from Sam's Club. From the Sam's Club. All right, so you guys, I'm going to start off with this color here. This is called Pool. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. And this is going to be way too blue. I already know that it's way too blue. That's okay. Totally okay. Okay. So we're looking at these, and I'm thinking this needs to have a little bit of green. A little bit more of a green color to it to make it work. And I don't have a green sitting right here. Let me see. What green do I have? It just needs a little hint of green. We might put just a smidge of, where's it at, you guys? Where's my celery? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of sage. Sage green. This is full cart, though. And it needs to be mixed up badly. But I'm just going to dip this in here and grab a little bit of sage. And mix some sage green chalk paint with Pool and see what I get. And from there, we can continue on and just kind of go. I think celery is going to be too dark, but I was going to grab the celery. Now I don't see it. Now I don't see my celery. We are definitely getting a lot closer to that color. Just with those two, the sage green and Pool mixed together. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful blue, you guys. I think we're there already. Maybe just a hint more sage, but you guys, I honestly think sage green and Tide blue gave us the color of that ribbon. That was fast and easy, y'all. That was so fast and easy. Holy moly, I didn't expect it to be that fast and easy. But there we have it. Okay, we're done. That was so quick. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're going to use this color. That way we know that we've got a color on here that matches our ribbon very, very well. Oh my gosh, you guys. I cannot believe that happened so fast. I just can't. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our brush here. And I'm probably going to water this down just a little bit. And we're going to paint this surface. Thank you, Denise. Water that down just a bit. And give that a stir. I guess maybe even to extend the life of it a little bit. Make sure we've got enough. Hi, Sandy. The ribbon is it's kind of a mint green. Kind of. It's gorgeous, though. So we're going to pick some of this right up on our Pool. Pool. Thank you. We're just going to pick some of this up and we're going to paint this surface with this color. And we're going to see how far we can stretch this. I want every drop, otherwise we'll have to do it again. Oh, this is going to soak in a lot too. We might have to mix more and do a second coat. Of course, I'm getting a lot of it on my paper too. So you guys, my aunt and I went to the most amazing restaurant for lunch yesterday. And now I forgot what the name of it was. It's in Novi, Michigan. And it's a Ford restaurant. And they had the classic car hanging from the right above the bar. They had like the napkin holders were hose clamps for the vehicle. And the sink in the bathroom was actually tires that they had turned into a sink. It was the coolest thing. The coolest thing. And we had such a good time shopping together yesterday. I was gonna try to go live while we were out there, but then I thought, you know what? Every single time that I have been at the at-home store or Marshall's out in Novi, and I've tried to go live with you guys. Ford Garage, yes, that was it. Ford Garage, it was awesome. But I've been out there before, and I've tried to go live with you guys, and every single time, as soon as I walk 5 foot into the door, I lose service. And it drives me nuts. And then my whole video is just like buffering, and I don't know how to combat that yet. And so I was like, you know what? I am just going to actually take the day with my aunt, enjoy that I'm with my aunt, not go live, and just, I mean, I didn't have my kids or anything. It was just me and her. You've been there. You've had one in Lakeland. Ooh, it's awesome. Ford's Garage, you guys. If you haven't been there yet, it's really, really cool. And the food was delicious. My aunt and I shared a sandwich. And it was so good. So good. All right, I made a mess all over the sides of this. Tom Ford's Garage, it was awesome. The food was so good. Go, Tony. They had, we had the, it was, oh my gosh, we had the brisket sandwich. My aunt and I shared the brisket sandwich, and it was, oh my gosh, you guys, it was like the best sandwich I've ever had. The brisket was so incredible. It was just, it was like melt in your mouth, incredibly good. And I will go back without a doubt. And actually, on my way out the door, I picked up some gift certificates to give away to some family members. Just because I was like, this is going to knock out Christmas presents really fast. This place is amazing. They all need to experience this, and they're going to love it. So some of the guys in my, thank you, some of the guys in my life are going to be getting some Ford Garage gift certificates for Christmas. Don't worry, it's not anybody who watches. Sorry, Uncle Don. Sorry, Uncle Don. But yeah, you guys, I couldn't resist. I had to. All right, you guys, it's not fully covered. You guys can see that there's still a bunch of spots on here where we don't have a full coverage of this. I might have to mix up a little bit more, but I'm going to try to get more of this off my brush if I can. Oh, I still think that looks awesome. Thank you. It's just not quite enough to cover it very well. It's soaking into that wood really, 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 really well. Ah! All right, let's dry this up. It's so pretty, isn't it? I'm going to try to mix up some more of this because it's just not covering. I don't think I made enough. I know I didn't make enough. And I really want to make sure that I cover all of that brown from the tag before. And it was so easy to make, you guys. Pool mixed with sage. Waverly Pool, and I mixed that. No, not at all, Brenda. You did not offend me at all. It has just been, if I think I responded that they were cool. No, I don't easily offend by anything. Y'all can send me the snarkiest, you can send me the most profane things. I won't get offended, I promise. If you create it and you think it's good, that's all that matters. What am I doing? So far, I'm just painting a tag. Hi, Linda. So far, we're just painting a tag. We're mixing up a specialty color here that's going to match this ribbon. And I ran out, so we're going to do it again. Pool and sage. Now I won't run out. I just dumped almost the whole bottle in there. Hi, Linda. need a little bit more sage this time because I've got a lot more blue. Got a lot more of that pool color. I'm going to go with one more. One more scoop and see how that turns out. Oh, they're fun. No, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous at all. I'm about the easiest going person you'll ever meet. Y'all can send me anything. I won't get offended, I promise. Oh, I hope I didn't add too much of that pool in there, or that sage in there. Shucks. I think it might be, oh, you guys, we're still going to go with it either way. Aren't we? Are we? Are we? No, I think I added too much sage. We got to add more pool. Did we? Yeah. Yeah. Now I have way enough paint to paint this entire thing 3 times. Darn it. It was so perfect the first time, too. That's what I get. Close enough. Watch it not be even close this time. I think it's actually closer. Ah! Hi, Pam! That's okay, girl. We are still just painting the surface right now. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. The most gorgeous color. Such a gorgeous color. It's not blue, it's not green, it's just this light gorgeousness. Give the rest to Allie for her dragons. Could probably do that. That girl is like, well, no, because right now she's working on one that's name is Hornet. And I don't think that this color is going to work out for Hornet. She wants her own YouTube channel so badly. But I won't let her have one yet. Just not ready for that. All right, you guys, we're almost there. Almost there. While this is still wet, though, before I dry up this one, I have a couple other colors over here. And I just want to add some extra color into this green to make it look kind of more, or into this bluish green, to make it look kind of a little bit more like a winter scene, okay? So I've got the color Agave, and I've got a little bit of Night Sky. Not a ton of either one of them. And of course they need to be shaken up, and that paint is drying. Boy, oh boy. I should really check my stuff before I come live, shouldn't I? Oh my goodness. Come on, Agave. All right, this one's mixed up good. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of this, and I mean just a little bit, you guys, not a ton, onto that, and just a little bit of Night Sky as well. I made a mess. There it went flying. Okay, so just a little bit of each color right on here. I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of the Agave. You guys, the smallest little bit, okay? Oh, I'm going to get my shirt all in this paint if I don't pull my sleeves up. I just know it. And while it's still wet, I'm going to take just a couple of spots like this and just kind of brush that in there and kind of give it more of like a winter scene where you see a couple of different colors kind of coming together. You guys see how that did that? Again, just the smallest little bit while the paint's still wet. Trying to keep a lot of it still that original color that we had it, and I just held it down Shouldn't have done that. And you guys see how that just kind of gives it a little bit of more like a winter scene, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing with this blue, the night sky blue. And just kind of drag that along there. Ever so slightly, y'all. And just kind of mix that in with those colors. And if I need to pick up more of the other blue, I can come back and do that too, if I want to make sure that I don't get too much of that other color on there. But look at how gorgeous that made that. Where it's just got some extra dimension, some extra color in there. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I love it. Can you see all that extra color in there? It's so gorgeous. So beautiful. Okay, I think we're done with color on this board. Let's go ahead and dry this up. Wow, I have too much paint. Set that back here and forget about it. Oh, I think it's beautiful. So beautiful for a background. Love it. Love, love, love it. Thank you, Tony. Trying to get a wipey out at the same time. My hands got all painted. Ah, there it goes. Got it. So you guys, the surface sale also ends tonight. It does kind of look like that manger scene. The surface sale also ends tonight. So all of the surfaces that are currently on sale, that's going to end tonight. We got a bunch of new great stuff coming for you tomorrow that you're not going to want to miss. You are not going to want to miss. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh no, Carol. All right, you guys. Now, I want to do one more thing on here before I put any transfer down. And I am sure that you have all seen this method 1,000 times. And I don't know why I'm not using an old toothbrush, but because I don't think I have one. So I went ahead and grabbed a new toothbrush for today. We're going to add some snow onto here using a toothbrush. This is definitely a technique that's been around for a long, long, long time. Hi, Shannon. We're just getting started, girl. All we've done is paint the board. This technique has been around for a long, 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 long time. And I'm going to use chalk paste for this. So we're just going to take a little bit of our chalk paste, just like that on the toothbrush. I'm going to add some water to this. We're going to try to get some white all over this toothbrush. And you guys, it kind of looks like it's toothpaste a little bit. Now be careful because this is going to splatter when you do this. And we're just going to take our finger just like so, and we're going to drip that white paint all over the board to make it look like little bitty flakes of snow. Okay, we'll pick up some more if we need more. We're just going to put that pretty close to that. And you can go as heavy with your flakes or as light as you want to. But this makes really, really fine snowflakes when you do the brush with the toothbrush. And I just love how that looks. That little bit of white specks. And it really looks like snow. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't think you can. All right, we're done with the toothbrush. Your finger is going to get all white for sure, so make sure you've got a wipey there to wipe your hands off. You could never do that without covering yourself in paint. I think I did get some on my sweatshirt. Oh well. Oh well. Just a little bit. It's all right. We're going to give this a good dry as well. Now, I'll hold this up so you guys can see what it looks like and how all those little bitty flakes are on there. But it's such fine little snowflakes that it really looks like a dusting of snow. I want to touch it. But if I do and it's not quite dry yet, it's going to mess up. I just know it. All right, let me hold this up really close so you guys can see what it looks like. I don't know, Ruth. I don't know. There it is, though. You guys can see all those little tiny specks of snow on our board. There we go. You all can see it. Okay. I did get paint on my finger just now. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our surface wax. Now we need our surface wax to put on here just to make sure that this surface doesn't pull up any of this paint when we go to put our transfer down, because they're adhesive on the back side, right? So a little bit of surface wax and our waxing pad. If you don't have one of these, you guys just use an old towel or something, whatever you've got. And you're going to put down a thin layer, just a thin layer of that wax. Okay, we'll pick up a little bit more. Hi, Kathleen. And we're going to wax our surface. Now, somebody's asked me before, how do you know how much wax to put on there? You just keep going until it feels smooth. And once it feels smooth, like I said, you don't need a thick layer. And actually, you don't want a thick layer because then your transfer is not going to stick to it anymore. So we're going to put a thin layer down on there so you can feel that it feels waxy. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Ruth. You want it to, hi, Loretta. You want it to feel waxy all over there, like a candle. And then you're just going to take a towel, any old towel, you guys. I use the same one every time, and it kind of needs to be washed. And you're just going to buff this. You're going to buff out all of that wax. You cannot over buff your wax. You buff like crazy. You'll never be able to get it all off of there, ever. But if you have too much, then it is not going, your transfer is not going to stick, okay? So just buff that off there really, really well. Any recommendations for cleaning the waxing pad? You know what, Sandy? I can probably do a tutorial on cleaning the waxing pad. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but I boil hot water, and I put them in hot water, and then just take a kebab skewer, and I just kind of flip them, and as soon as the water starts to cool down, I dump that water out, and then I put more hot water in, and then I put more hot water in, and I just keep doing that whole process of dump it and more hot water to melt all that wax. And once it's mostly melted and it cools down a little bit, I'll take it out, I'll let it cool down a little bit, and then I'll use some Dawn dish soap and just rub that together and try to get the rest of it out of there. And then the bowl that I use is always going to have a bunch of wax left in it. So then you use hot water again, and you rinse out your bowl with hot water until all that wax is melted and down the drain. That's how I do it. And then I just hang them to dry. All right, you guys, so here's our transfer. Again, this is the one that comes with November Club. It's super cute. It's called Winter Wonderland, the November Club Couture one. And it's got this adorable snowman on here that I just love this snowman. So we're going to open this up. And we're not going to use the entire transfer for this project tonight. Okay, I just want the snowman. I don't want the toboggan or the trees or any of that other stuff on here. Just the snowman. So let's pull this off of here. We're going to give this a really good fuzz. Boiling hot, yes. Boiling hot water. Boiling hot. And then don't touch it. Use a skewer of some sort to keep flipping it. And flip and flip and flip. That's how I do it. All right. Give this a really good fuzz with a towel just to pick up some lint on the back side of this. And then we're going to put our snowman down to where the bottom of it is right there at that corner, and make sure, right there at the edge. And we're going to make sure that we get those hands in there and everything just right there in the corner. Okay, you're welcome. Now, the hand right here is a little, it's kind of close for me, and so is all of this stuff right in here. So I'm going to use my transfer tape. Oh, it's up here. Of course it is. I'm going to use my placement tape, and I'm going to put that right on my transfer just to go over all those spots that I do not want to get any paste through, okay? And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fuzz my placement tape too. It doesn't need to be as sticky as what it is, and sometimes it's harder to remove when you let it remain as sticky as it is when you first get it. So by giving your tape a little bit of fuzz as well, it's going to make it easier for this to come off, but still do the job even with less adhesiveness, okay? So let's pull this right up here. And there are just some spots that I do not want. Like this whole secondary part of the arm, I don't even understand what that's all about, but I don't want it. I don't want it. Wrapped it in paper towels, used my heat press on it, and got most of the wax out before. That's a great idea too, Mary Beth. That's a fantastic idea. So I'm just using this tape to kind of get in there and tape around all the spots that I just don't want my paste to go through. Cutting my tape as I need to as I go. And it might not be perfect, you guys. But it's definitely going to be better than if I just try to go around this thing without taping it off first. I will struggle. I will big time struggle. Now remember, you can always go back into, it is a funny branch for his arm, isn't it? You can always go back into, and you can repaint your surface, the back, like the, and touch up the background if you need to. So let's say you, like these little parts right here, if I don't want those to stay on there in the color that I want to do the outline of my snowman, I can always go back in with the color of my surface, like the color that I just mixed way too much of, and I can just paint back over that. Now this one right here is a bit to tape around, y'all, to be quite honest. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so far I've got all my tape in just those spots there. We're going to keep going and just go around that snowman. I wish there was a better way to do it. Oh, that piece was perfect. And sometimes it turns out that way. So we're almost done. I just got this part by the nose and then the hat. I don't want to do the trees. Little bit more. Yes, they do sell the waxing pads separate. So you can always, I mean, they're only a couple bucks too. They're not so expensive that you couldn't just like throw it away. Really. They're not. You could buy it separately and they're only a couple of bucks. And if you're like, I'm not liking this so much, and then every month or 2 months just kind of throw it away and get a new one, that's totally possible and totally up to you. Okay, I think we're there. I think we're there. Maybe. One more spot. There we go. Okay, you guys, here's what we're going to do. You threw yours away? Sometimes it's just not worth the hassle. I'll wait until I've got like 5 waxing pads, you guys. And I'll wait until until all of them are like beyond. And that's when I'll do all of mine. All right, here we go, you guys. I'm going to use the color Ash. I'm going to use the color, nope. Yeah, I'm going to use Ash. I do not remember what green ink I used on my hoodie. It was a long time ago. I think it was pesto. Pretty sure it was pesto. All right, I'm going to use the color Ash, and we're going to go ahead and paint this in, but then we're going to do Ash again over the top. I'm using Ash first, just because that way I don't have to wash my transfer. I can just color it in and then come back with my transfer again without washing it and redo it as long as I can tell where my lines are at. So here we go, you guys. I've got my Ash paste, and I'm just going to go over my snowman. Just the snowman and the arms of the snowman. Okay, and by having that tape in there, that's going to keep me from getting all the things that I don't want to have. With my snowman. And hopefully this paste does not dry up in the silk screen too much while I color and do all the other things. All right. Here we go, you guys. Let's pull this up. Let's see how it looks. I think it's going to look great with just our snowman right there on the side. We're just going to give this a little lift. Y'all ready? And there we have just the snowman on there, and she's looking mighty fine, I might add. She looks great, doesn't she? Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, you don't have to color her in if you don't want to, or him. If you really don't want to, you don't have to color it in. You could leave it just as it is. And I actually think it looks pretty good, just as it is. But we are going to color it in. Hi, Donna. You just now got the notification. I don't know why it does that to me. I really don't, you guys. So just our snowman. Now, I did not get out a color for the hat. And the scarf. What color should we do the hat and scarf, you guys? I don't think the tape's gonna be hard to get off because I fuzzed it first. Yeah, the arm definitely needed to be amputated. That crazy third arm. It was weird. I didn't like the crazy third arm. Wash yours with my husband's work shirts. He's a mechanic, and his are always filled with oil. So a lot of Dawn and Tide. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet that would help. All right, we're going to use some white chalk paste. I think so too. What was that? That shades on Snowman are cute. Want is. Still took me out to get tonight. Oh, I missed it, you guys. I missed the comments. They go by so fast. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of bright white to color it in. Pink. Pink would look great. A little bit of papaya for the nose. A little bit of bark for the arms for sure. And then we just need a color to color in the hat. So far I'm hearing pink or Tide. Tide would look good. Be a dark blue. That would be a dark blue. I kind of think I like the idea of pink maybe. I could even do red. It would really make it stand out. We're just going to mix a little bit of water with just the paint that's in the top of our jar, the paste that's in the top of our jar, because we don't need a lot for painting. And this is a good way to clean the top of your jar too. Berry. Oh, berry would look great. I waxed the board. You're right, I did. So make it a little bit thicker with the paste. You're right, I did. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I did wax. I just got a big old drop of it right there too. Not a big deal, you guys. Not a big deal. I'm just going to leave that alone and not try to do anything with it. I did. I waxed the board, you guys, which just means we're going to have to paint probably a couple of times to get it to cover. It will cover. It just takes a little bit more because when you're watercoloring with it, yeah. Shimmer crimson would look awesome. Yes, I like that idea. Oh, shucks, you guys, I went right over the nose with the white. Wicked colors. I'm going to do the little pom-pom ball up here in white too. I'm still trying to decide. You guys are giving me out a lot of ideas. Which are fantastic, by the way. And I just got to pick out which one I like the best out of all the colors that you guys are giving me. I think, you guys, we might go with Peony just because that was one of the colors that over the weekend was a potential freebie that you guys might get in your orders if you placed an order this week. So I hope you guys are paying attention to everything that's going on this month, because they're just dropping stuff left and right for different freebies and a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. I never even know what's going to happen next, but they just keep adding more and more and more awesomeness to our Black Friday sales. So I think I might use Peony. Youngest son and his family could not come over for our house for Thanksgiving because his daughter has a virus that has gone through. Oh no. That's not good, Carol. What is everybody doing for Thanksgiving, by the way? I obviously will not be live on Thursday, you guys. Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week I'm off because of the holiday. We will be at a friend's house for Thanksgiving. It's a bring a dish to pass kind of a thing. And my job is to make bacon wrapped chestnuts. That's my specialty. That's what everybody knows from me. And they're delicious. All right, so even though I waxed it, we are getting coverage on here. It just takes a little bit longer. And you almost have to go over it twice to make it fully cover. Cabernet. Oh, Cabernet would look awesome. Oh, I think I like that even better. The idea of Cabernet. Oh, I love that for you. Your daughter's taking over? Oh, Maxine, that's awesome. I did that for my mom a few years back, and I took over. And now I'm glad I did. Yes, there's new stuff coming tomorrow, Brenda. There is new stuff coming tomorrow. And it's good stuff too. This is like the best. And then we have a launch December 1st. But yes, there are, I won't tell you what they are, but there are more new transfers dropping, but it's only 3, maybe 4 new transfers coming tomorrow. And they're amazing. They are amazing. All right, I'm going to go over this one more time with this bright white. Just to be sure that we've got this covered really, really well for our snow gale here. Now I'm liking the idea of Cabernet. Is it December 3rd? I thought it was the 1st. It might be the 3rd. I just know it's right at the beginning of December. Oh my gosh, this is going to look so cool when this is done. Hang with me, y'all. Okay, we got our snowman all white, and it looks fantastic. It is a bright white, too. It looks great. I'm going to put a little bit of the brown. This is bark brown, you guys. Right here for the arms. Using a very, very, very fine brush for this. I touched that little piece of white that I was waiting for it to dry. Darn it. It's okay, because it's snow, you guys. It's going to look like snow. It'll just look like snow. Some bark over here. Just a touch, you guys. Just a touch. And then we need some papaya for the nose. I think have we settled on Cabernet? I think Cabernet would look fantastic on this with that light blue. Hi, Shelma. I think Cabernet might be the way to go. Really, honestly, and truly. You keep those old reindeer up all year. Which old reindeer? Okay, a little bit of papaya. Hopefully my papaya will stick. Right here for the nose, and I can go right over top of that white since I accidentally put some papaya right there. Is a snowball the snowman? Yeah, that would work out too. It's a snowball that the snowman threw. Yeah. Oh, you did, Carol. Congratulations, girl. I'm so glad your sale went good this weekend. That's awesome for you. You work really hard on all of that stuff too. All right, you guys, we're going to do Cabernet. Cabernet is like this rich, beautiful red color. It's going to make that scarf pop. It's going to look gorgeous. It's going to make the hat really pop on here. And it is a beautiful color. I hope it's still in stock, y'all. I didn't look. Aww. I didn't look. But Cabernet is just such a beautiful color. We're going to use it. And with this blue background, oh, it's going to look great. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, good, Sandy. I'm glad that that went well for you, too. I can't wait to do craft shows someday. I want to. Mary Beth and I have been talking about doing one together. We just got to get it planned out. We've got to get it planned out in advance far enough that I can be like, you know, nobody else in my life can make any plans on that weekend because I am booking it. But that's not always easy to do. All right, you guys, I'm almost there. Almost. This snowman's going to look amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hi, Donna. All right, you guys, we got to dry her up really, really, really well before we put our transfer back down on here again, okay? Oh, I'm not done with my white. Okay, but that's okay. All right, here we go. So this was our Club Couture transfer of the month. If you want this transfer and you don't have it yet, joining Club this month is the only way to get it. You're going to get this 3 paste packets and a surface mailed right to your door. And then next month, you're going to get another really cool project mailed right to your door. And every month that you are a club member, you're going to get a new exclusive project mailed right to you. Sold some good big pieces as well as a lot of Highland Cow keychains that I made with rabbit for pom. Oh, I love that. I'm doing good, Diane. How are you? We finished drying up that one little speck there. I don't think that that's going to matter at all. All right, you guys, we're going to go back in with a little bit more surface wax right over top of all of this because we did, oh, it wasn't dry all the way. No way. No. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, you guys, this is why I do not put my colors in my water until after my live is over with, because sometimes stuff like this happens. And you just have to go back and touch things up, because I totally did not dry that red on that Cabernet enough. And it got all outside here, all over the place. So we're going to paint right over that and just touch that up. I know, right? Don't hurry the process. And I did. I thought it was dry. I promise you guys, I thought it was dry. It's okay though, because we had more of that paint. So we're good. I really thought it was going to be dry. All right, let's try this again. We're good. Oh, that probably would have worked too. Little baby wipe to clean it up. All right, and then just kind of buffing off that wax a little bit. All right, you guys, here we go. We're going to layer transfer right back down over top of it. Hopefully I can get this lined up. I think I can. I think I can, therefore I know I can. Huh? Well, I think that that's just about as perfect as we're going to get right there. Right there, you guys. It doesn't get much more perfect than that. I don't think. Let's go for it and see how well it turns out. Because it's about all I can do. All right, back over it with the ash one more time. And see if that just makes all of that color just pop right over on top of this. Oh, Sandy. Yeah, I did the tips a little bit differently this time. Yeah. Oh, you guys, I didn't tell you guys my story. Did I? About my son? Oh, y'all, are you ready to laugh tonight? Oh, he's going to kick my butt if he hears this. But I think it's hilarious. So while I was at the nail salon earlier this week, I got a call from Evan's teacher. And she told me that Evan has been going up to the kids in the class and telling them that he has a crush on them. And it's making some of the kids uncomfortable. Because the kids that he's telling this to are boys. And then they don't want to sit by him, and they feel really uncomfortable around him. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's see what happens. Y'all. No! See, I didn't wax it enough, and the white came right off the face. It's pulling up with my... It's pulling up, you guys. Or maybe it was the wax underneath that's doing it. Oh, it looks like a very, very rust. Oh, my gosh. No! Y'all, it pulled up. You guys see that? Oh, no! It's not perfect. So anyway, he's been telling some of the boys in the class that he's got a crush on them. We're just going to call this a vintage one, you guys. Because that just happened to me. And it was because it was waxed first. And I didn't think about the fact that I was going to paint it. And then I did. I can probably go back in and fix that, but it's going to take a minute to do it. He's a dirty man. All right. So you guys, he's been telling kids in his class, boys in his class, that he has a crush on them. And it's making them uncomfortable. And his teacher is like, we need to get this under control. You think he's cute like that? I can fix them, you guys. I can fix them for sure. It's making the other kids in class uncomfortable. And she said, we've had to talk about this. They're in second grade. Nobody has a crush on anybody. I really don't care what your preferences are. She said, this is, we just don't have crushes in second grade. And so Evan, when he came home after I picked him up, and I said, Evan, do you know what a crush is? And he said, yeah, it's when you like someone, and I like boys. And I said, no, honey. It's when you like someone in the way that you want them to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you want to hug and kiss on them. And he said, ew, gross. He thought it was like, I just like him. Like we're friends, I like him. Poor kid. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, there's that. I know, right? They're so innocent. Now this poor kid. All right, you guys, here's our free transfer that you get with a $50 purchase. It says Flakes welcome. And I thought that this would be super cute up here. So we're gonna put this right above our snow gal. Oh, John didn't really say anything. John didn't really say anything. And I'm going to use that same ash paste for the words, and then I'm going to use bright white there for that. I know, right, you guys? Out of the mouths of babes for sure. Poor boy. I know. I felt bad, but at the same time, it's like maybe you should, you know what you're talking about before you go around saying stuff like that. And so I sent a message to his teacher, but I never got a message back. And I said, I think he won't be saying that anymore. Tracy, I think I'm just going to use bright white tonight. I wanted to keep it simple, especially since bright white is one of the colors that comes with the Club Couture kit. But Shimmer Frost definitely does look great for snowflakes. So we're just going to use some ash for the words. I know, right? He's the cutest kid, I tell you what. But his teacher's like, it's distracting that he keeps doing this. And I don't care what his preferences are, but it's distracting to the other kids. Oh! You guys, I feel like I'm messing up my project tonight because I just got some white on that seat. Let's just pull it up and hope for the best. I'm going to pull it this way. All right, so this is what we've got, you guys. Hopefully. Look at that, you guys. Flakes, welcome. Oh my gosh, he said his dinger hurts. Oh my goodness. Oh man. The things that they say, right? Okay, I'm just trying to put this on a piece of towel. You guys, I'm losing all my stuff. So cute, right? And then this transfer, the Flakes Welcome one, also comes with a bunch of little snowflakes. So we're going to do a bunch of snowflakes just in random spots all over this board, which is why this piece right here really didn't matter to me, because we can stick a snowflake right on top of that and you won't even notice that it was ever there. It's so cute, right? All right, I'm going to fuzz this real quick. Tracy, I don't know. I don't have a reason. They just did. I'm going to put this first one right here on this spot where I dropped some. We've got all those little bitty snowflakes in there because we did the paintbrush technique or with the toothbrush. And I'm just going to kind of put my transfer down and do a couple of this one, a couple of that one, and a couple of the other one, and throw some snowflakes all over on this board in different spots. No rhyme or reason, totally random. Oh, you guys, look how cute. Yes, Donna. I'm going to actually put one right behind the snowman too, just by going as close as I can to it. And then it looks like it's falling behind it. Oh my, this is great. One going off the board right here. And let's put another one right over here where I had that spot that I had to clean up from the Cabernet. Just to fix it. You guys, this is so cute. I don't think it needs anything else now other than for me to fix the white on the snowman, which I will do. Just not live, you guys. That's going to take a little bit more detail. Painting, now that it did what it did. Super, super cute, right? Let's dry this up. Let's take care of our paste. And then we can add some ribbon. Snowflakes totally make it, don't they? And we can add some of this adorable ribbon that we made that matches so well to this. Whoops. Right, I agree with that. It certainly wasn't the teacher's place to say anything. She just had to, she needed to talk to me to let me know that I needed to talk to him. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, he's cute, but he's a little damaged. But that's, aren't we all? Okay, here we go, you guys. We're going to add some ribbon on here. And I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did with this one right here. I love how it's got the bow in the front. But I also have another color that I want to add, and this is just kind of a shimmer white. And so, let's plug that in there. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, that does, it matches so well now, you guys. All right, I'm going to take this right here and just feed it through. Oh no, Tracy, definitely do that. I hear that's going back around again. If it ever really stopped going around in the beginning, in the first place. All right, so I just put that right through there to create a loop. So we've got a hanger for it. Just like so, and it doesn't need to be a big one. And then I'm going to take my ribbon. Let me cut some off of here. I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to tie a bow with this, okay? And when I do this, I twist my ribbon in my hands to make sure that the pretty part is on the outside. If that makes sense. And then we've just got to kind of tug and tug until we get it just how we want it here. And then that knot is going to keep it from going back through that hole. Oh, that looks so pretty. Thank you. Oh, well, that didn't do it. That's the one I wanted to pull from that direction. Well, you guys, I think that that looks gorgeous. We just got to cut our tails a little bit. Thank you, Marcy. Brenda actually showed us that. Brenda Durant, who's amazing. We're going to cut our tails a little bit, and then I'm going to see if I can figure out how to finagle another ribbon color in here. And I want to do it. This ribbon came from Sam's Club a long while ago. I've had it for quite some time now. But pick a ribbon that you've already got and then make your colors to match it. That's what you should be doing. Use what you've got. Use what you've got. I just happen to have this. And this has also been in my bundles before too. When I've done my craft bundles, this ribbon has been in there. All right, I'm going to see if I can make on the back side here. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to cut this piece here to be just wider than my bow is right there, you guys. Just a little bit wider. We're going to fold this in half. We're going to dovetail each end. Oh no, I've got no battery left on my glue gun. Oh, come on now. You guys, we're almost done, and yet I got to change out my battery. No worries. I always have one plugged in at all times. Always. Less is more. But see, I think that this is just going to add a little bit more of a beautiful touch to it. We'll see what happens. Let's just see. I'm just going to find the middle of this by folding it together. Pinch it right in the middle. And then I want to see if I can feed this kind of behind the bow and tuck it in here. just to add an extra tail. I know, right? Just to add a little bit of an extra tail to this. I'm not having the greatest luck tonight, for sure. Because I really like that shimmer white, and I think that that right there looks really good to have that little bit of extra. What do you guys think? That little bit of extra white on there. It's almost like it's got little, I'm going to glue it under the knot. What the heck? Well, you guys, apparently this battery's dead too, even though it's been plugged in. It feels like I've got a little bit of glue. I have just enough. Ah! What happened there? There it goes. There it goes. I got it glued in there. So just a little bit of extra touch to that. Nothing spectacular. But you guys, there's our project for tonight. I think it turned out really cute. I like the idea of the snowman with that Flakes welcome sign. I think it looks adorable. So there we have it, you guys. That's our project for tonight. If you're not in club yet and you want to join club, go ahead and do that before the end of the month to get this exclusive transfer. And tonight's the last night to get the Flakes welcome transfer free with a $50 purchase, okay? All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I will be back again tomorrow night. And we have napkin bundles that more than likely I'll have done all tomorrow. I got 80 of them finished today, you guys. 80. I want to make 30 more before I release them, and then I got to do a link for them so you guys can purchase. So be on the lookout for those tomorrow napkin bundles. There's going to be 4 different ones to choose from because I have a lot of napkins, you guys. So I will see you guys back here again tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great evening, okay? Bye, everybody.